Into each generation, a Slayer is born, one in all the world, a chosen one born with the strength and skill to fight the gnomes, Barbies, demons, and other household evils from taking over the world. Welcome, as we journey through highlights of our first 4 supernatural episodes of Brian the Gnome Slayer. Our story begins in Lawndale, USA, a small-town paradise conveniently located over an evil botanical vortex. Here we find Brian, your average gay house cleaner, scrubbing his way through life, until he slowly discovers that he's been called to fight household evil with unique superpowers from 60s and 70s TV shows. With the help of his friends Philip, dabbler in all things magic, and Kitty Miko, fashion editor of Glamour Puss magazine, they form the Gnome Patrol, and prove that fake blood is, well, thicker than real blood. Brian is backed up by his sassy actress niece.
The guild has you. Why does the guild need a straight girl?
And his kosher Aunt Esther.
Did you know that the FDA has said peanut butter is allowed to have 232 rad-hairs? Safeway peanut butter is 238. But what the hell you pay for quality?
Episode 1 finds Lawndale overrun by a flock of Satanized Barbies. With Brian's ability to see lesser demons, he soon discovers that everyone's favorite pre-prison psychic, Miss Cleo, is behind the murders.
Truth will not be denied. Call now!
Call 1-800-997-5218.
Here we see Mac Booty sending an early Christmas present to Brian's unsuspecting niece. The next time Barbie and Skipper strike with more success, our heroes are caught off guard and find themselves a logger's worst nightmare.
I hope Philip's okay. I wonder what he's thinking. Hey, wait a minute. Why'd I get tied up to the fat tree? That's it. I've had enough.
In episode 2, the Gnome Patrol discovers there's a new evil in town, a butter heiress known as Calestra, who was brutally burned at an all-you-can-eat lobster fest at an undisclosed family restaurant. But Calestra's not alone. She's got whole loaves of yeasty goodness to do her evil bidding. The patrol goes through a series of much-needed training exercises. Brian underestimates the power of the mighty Crusty One and finds himself trapped in a hell-like realm known as Pandemonium. With Brian out of the picture, Calestra is free to visit Kitty for a little midnight snack.
Who are you? Get away! Go away! What are you doing here? Ah! What are you doing? What are you doing?
Using his keen house-cleaning skills, Brian escapes the underworld by conveniently using a dustbuster as a demon-trapping device, allowing the patrol to hold Miss Calestra for future questioning. The episode ends when Philip discovers that Brian's new boyfriend is really a homicidal robot, created by the geniuses at Norelco. Luckily, Philip mortally zaps the Gaybot with his Radio Shack all-in-one remote control. Episode 3 finds Brian emotionally drained after the loss of his robotic love interest, and the fact that his best friend, Kitty Miko, is still missing. In his weakened state, Brian finds himself susceptible to a vengeance spirit released during the seance scene. Evil Brian focuses on eliminating the newest member, Cat.
Bring it on, big girl. Whip girl.
The fetish vixen from Monster Temps, and mother figure to the patrol's future familiar, Poopsie. Little Poopsie is one of the last surviving droves, a race of small, friendly creatures who aid in the battle against the gnomes. As Brian's powers increase, he goes to battle with Philip. Here, Brian conjures a wrestler from Chelsea. In desperation, Philip casts a spell to liberate our hero from the parasitic spirit. Once Brian is freed, he consults the Book of Lucky Charms. And as if Lawndale couldn't get any worse, the lawn gnomes finally come out of hiding in episode 4, wreaking havoc on gardeners and gay house cleaners alike. But the gnomes prove a worthy opponent, and the pink-gloved one is left fatally wounded. Using the Book of Lucky Charms, Philip finds a resurrection spell, hoping to restore the balance between Lawndale and the little people.
Safe for most household surfaces. Also used on chrome, aluminum, stainless steel, fiberglass, space gnomes.
I recognize him from last month's newsletter.
Wait a minute, there's a newsletter?
And get this, he's even a lesser Slayer than I am.
Wonder Twin powers activate! In the form of an eagle!
Okay, form of... has to do with a bucket and...
Come on, like form of a bucket of ice or a bucket of water, something!
Something in the bucket, like, something liquid in the
He's
bucket.
right here, we don't have much time, hurry up!
Okay, form of a bucket of original recipe.
Vive la France!
Ouch, that's my leg!
Sacré bleu, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Damn!